It's 6:14 a.m. Mars Standard Time. And the first thing you notice, before the cold, before the hum of the life support, before the faint smell of recycled air, is the silence. Not the silence of a quiet morning, the silence of a world that has never heard a bird sing, never heard rain, never heard a single living thing make a sound for 4 billion years. Until you. You are one of 42 humans living inside Ares Station, humanity's first permanent settlement on Mars. And today is Tuesday. But this isn't the Mars you've seen in movies. There are no gleaming chrome corridors, no dramatic orchestral scores. The walls are 3D printed regolith, Martian soil, baked and layered into something that looks more like an adobe farmhouse than a spaceship. And right now, what you really want is coffee. So let's walk through this day, not with hand-waving and Hollywood magic, but with first principles, the actual physics, the actual biology of what it takes to exist on a world that is actively trying to kill you.
Let's start with the thing that changes everything, and I mean everything, about daily life. Gravity. Mars has 38% of Earth's gravity. That sounds like a minor difference on paper. It is not. When you pour your morning coffee, the liquid arcs out of the container in these long, lazy parabolas. Droplets hang in the air like they're thinking about whether to fall. But the real implications go far deeper than aesthetics. Your cardiovascular system evolved over millions of years to pump blood upward against 1 g of force. At 0.38 g, your heart doesn't have to work as hard. That sounds nice, except your body interprets less work as atrophy the muscle. Within months, your heart begins to shrink, your bones lose density, your muscles weaken. The colony gym isn't optional, it's prescribed. 2 hours minimum every single day. And here's what nobody talks about. After a year on Mars, you may no longer be able to return to Earth. Your body adapts so thoroughly that 1 g could be medically dangerous. You don't just live on Mars. Mars lives in you.
Energy, the absolute foundation of everything. Mars receives 43% of the solar energy that Earth does. The sun looks smaller, noticeably smaller, like someone turned down the brightness on reality itself. Every watt matters. The colony runs on a hybrid system. Solar arrays covering roughly 6 football fields of surface area, backed by 2 small modular nuclear reactors. The solar provides daytime baseline. The nuclear handles night, dust storms, and peak loads. And dust storms, let me be precise about this. Mars doesn't have violent hurricanes. The atmosphere is so thin that even a 200-kilometer-per-hour wind feels like a gentle breeze. But what dust storms do is block sunlight for weeks, sometimes months. That's why nuclear isn't a luxury, it's survival.
7 a.m. Morning routine. Your quarters are 9 square meters. That's about 97 square feet, roughly the size of a large walk-in closet on Earth. But it's private. After the 18-month transit and shared crew quarters, private space is the single most valued commodity in the colony, more than water, more than bandwidth. The walls are display panels, running a program the psychologists call Earth Window. Right now, yours is showing a slow pan across the Swiss Alps, mountains, green things, clouds that aren't made of iron oxide. You brush your teeth with a specialized low-water paste. You shower as a mist system, 30 seconds of atomized water, then a UV sanitizing air dry. Total water used, 400 milliliters. On Earth, the average shower uses 65 liters.
8:30 a.m. You're a botanist. Your workplace is Greenhouse Dome 3. You cannot import food from Earth. The transit window opens once every 26 months, and the cost per kilogram is roughly $120,000. A hamburger shipped from Earth would cost approximately $40,000. So you grow everything. Under these purple-pink LED arrays tuned to the exact wavelengths that chlorophyll absorbs most efficiently, you cultivate 12 crop species. Lettuce grows 20% faster here. The low gravity means water clings to roots more stubbornly, and plants can grow taller before structural limits kick in. But the real achievement is the soil. Mars has no soil. It has regolith, toxic, perchlorate-laden, biologically dead dust. Your team spent 3 years engineering a bacterial ecosystem that breaks down perchlorates and deposits organic carbon. You're not just growing food, you're terraforming, 1 cubic meter at a time.
10 a.m., surface EVA, extravehicular activity. You're stepping outside, and I want you to understand what outside means on Mars. The atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide at less than 1% of Earth's sea level pressure. The average temperature is negative 60 degrees Celsius. Radiation exposure on the surface is roughly 30 times higher than on Earth. There is no magnetosphere protecting you. There is no ozone layer. Your suit is not the bulky Apollo-era contraption you might imagine. 25 years of engineering iteration have produced something closer to a second skin. It weighs 11 kilograms. On Mars, that feels like 4. You're walking to a maintenance waypoint 1.2 kilometers from the habitat. In 0.38 G, walking feels like a slow-motion dream. Your stride is longer. Your feet spend more time in the air between steps. The dust you kick up rises to knee height and takes a full 2 seconds to settle. And the sky. The sky is not red. Near the horizon, it's butterscotch. Overhead, it fades to a deep indigo.
1 p.m. The afternoon communication window. Here is something that changes the human experience in a way that no amount of technology can solve. The speed of light. Mars, at its current orbital position, is 7.8 light minutes from Earth. That means when you send a message, it takes 7 minutes and 48 seconds to reach Earth, and 7 minutes and 48 seconds for the reply to come back. A 15-minute round trip, minimum. There are no phone calls, no video chats, no real-time conversations with your family. You send a message, you wait, you receive a response, you send another. The psychologists call this temporal isolation, and it is, by every measure, the single greatest mental health challenge of Mars colonization. Not the radiation, not the confinement, the delay. Because it means that in any emergency, Earth cannot help you in real time. You are, in the most profound sense, on your own.
3 p.m., the Fabrication Lab. From first principles, you cannot order spare parts from Amazon. The nearest hardware store is 225 million kilometers away, and delivery takes 9 months. So you print everything. Structural components, medical instruments, gaskets, gears, circuit boards. The colony has 17 industrial 3D printers operating with 6 different material feedstocks. When something breaks, and things break constantly in an environment this hostile, you don't replace it, you reverse engineer it, model it, and print a new one, often a better one. The colony's engineering database has over 40,000 custom-designed parts, many of which have no equivalent on Earth because they were invented here to solve problems that only exist here. This is what a self-sustaining civilization actually looks like. Not abundance, ingenuity.
6:30 p.m., sunset. And this is the moment that, according to every colonist's survey, makes it all worth it. On Earth, sunsets are orange and red because our thick atmosphere scatters shorter blue wavelengths away from the sun, leaving the warm colors to dominate. On Mars, the opposite happens. The fine dust particles are exactly the right size to scatter shorter wavelengths forward toward the sun. The result? On Mars, sunsets are blue. Not a faint bluish tint, a vivid, haunting, electric blue halo surrounding a small, pale sun as it sinks below a rust-colored horizon. It is, by any objective measure, one of the most beautiful phenomena in the solar system. And you can see it from your window every evening.
9 p.m. Night. The Martian night sky is the clearest sky any human has ever seen from the surface of a planet. Zero light pollution. Almost no atmospheric distortion. The Milky Way doesn't just appear, it blazes. You can see the structure of the galaxy with your naked eye. And then there's Phobos, Mars' largest moon. It's so close, only 6,000 kilometers up, and orbits so fast that it crosses the entire sky in about 4 hours. You can actually watch it move. At 9:30, the colony dims to night cycle. Someone is playing guitar in the common room. The sound carries differently in the habitat's pressurized atmosphere. Slightly brighter, slightly thinner. You return to your 9 square meters. You pull up Earth window. It's showing a rainstorm over Tokyo. You watch rain fall on a world 225 million kilometers away.
But here's the question I want to leave you with. And I mean this genuinely, not rhetorically. When does Mars stop being a colony and start being a home? Is it when the first child is born there? Someone who has never felt Earth's gravity, never breathed unfiltered air, never seen a blue sky? Is it when the first person chooses to be buried in Martian soil rather than return to Earth? Is it when someone says, "I'm going home," and they mean Mars? Because that's not a question of engineering. That is a question about what it means to be human. And for the first time in 300,000 years of Homo sapiens history, we don't know the answer. We are going to find out. If this made you think, and I hope it did, subscribe. We go deep on the science of the future from first principles every week. I'll see you on the next one.